Today we had a product stream, meaning a stream where we see the new schedule, the new releases for the coming year, meaning there's way more reveals than our usual stream, and there's some hype because we are getting a new mechanic. We have a new anime for Vanguard. No more Aichi. We are now following Shin, you know him as the owner or, well, manager of Card Capital in the current anime. But now we will see him as a younger boy trying to get Card Capital, essentially. Card Capital is currently owned by Misaki Tokura's family, but so they will be going bankrupt or something like that, and there will be a business conglomerate or, well, a bigger shop owner trying to buy it up, getting control of the shop to then, well, do it. We don't know yet, but Shin will essentially try to stop that. Now, of course, we have a familiar face in our younger Mark, you know, Ninja Master M. He was always a friend of Shin, so he's back. We have the new guy, Tatsuya Tachibana. We don't know him. We have young Mikuru, and we have young Rive. If you don't know Rive, well, that's the dad of Chrono Shindo from G, essentially. And we also have young Misaki and young Assistacat coming back, so that's gonna be some fan service, cute moments, I guess. And then for the evil team, we have Esuka Hibino, and then these other characters that, well, they'll be important right now, but we know nothing about them. I do think the pink-haired woman or girl looks the best and the coolest. Pretty menacing. Then we also see Kanzaki coming back, so maybe some Claret Sword hype in the comments there. We see these boyos as well, the Narukami player, and also, well, the original body of Valios. Remember that the Diff Riders were first real people who then were inhabited by these units like Valios, like Asti. So now we will get to know the actual person that said body was at first. And I'm assuming they'll be playing Aqua Force / Blue Wave even, but we'll have to see about the specifics there. Shin will be playing Genesis. So Genesis is gonna be a protagonist clan now. That's something I didn't expect at all. So if you're a Genesis fan, you're either now very happy that your clan will be getting more support, or very sad that maybe a lot of people will hop on your clan if that's something you actually care about. But this is also where we introduce the brand new mechanic. But more on that later. We see that Mark uses Nubatama. Of course, no shock there. Tatsuya uses Angel Feathers, and Rive uses Novas. These are some really weird protagonist clans. Like, in the past, we had Royal Paladin, duh. Then we had Gear Chronicle and Neonectar and Royal Paladin again. Then we had some more Royal Paladin, but now it's going to be Genesis, Nubatama, Angel Feather. Overall clans that aren't super popular. There's obviously like the loyal clan fans out there, and that's awesome. But I expect to see quite some clan hopping here. I don't particularly care about that, but some people do. However, Novas being protagonist and popular, like, that's already a thing, so this won't change much apart from them getting even more support. Then for the villains, we see that the pink girl uses Great Nature. Now, I'm pretty hyped for that because that means more Great Nature support. It also means finally having a character in the series that actually plays the goddamn clan. So maybe we'll see something from them. And then we see her minions, or, well, friends, using Arboros and Gold Paladin. So Arboros being Neonectar and Gold Paladin not Ezel. It looks like Agravane. So Great Nature, this does look a lot different from the usual Great Nature cards. This is more like a furry. But luckily, we do see in the background bookshelves and the typical Great Nature aesthetic. So at least I'm kind of assured that we won't be going far away from what the clan is. So that's that. I'm pretty hyped for that. Like, Great Nature hype, let's go. Credits to Black Rose Musketeer Dravelin. Apparently, this pink-haired antagonist has the same last name as Gusty's Diff Rider, or Gusty's Vessel, let's say. So we'll see how that turns out. Maybe there's some link there. Maybe it's just an Easter egg. The anime starts on August 24th, so that's pretty soon, actually. But now, for the actual mechanic. Let's talk about this first grade 3, which is going to be Shin's ace unit, let's say. Uranus. Wow. Continues on V. If your V has 5 or more force markers, your back row center R, so as in the circle behind your Vanguard, becomes an Astral Plane. So we'll see what that is very soon. And then its other skill, Auto on V and R when placed, costs Soul Blast 2. Get an imaginary gift Force and put that marker on your V. This card will allow you to just create force markers every single time you place it. Going first gets even stronger, I would dare to say now, because you just get to spam your marker like crazy. The way it works, Astral Planes, is you put 5 force markers on your Vanguard circle, and at that point, your back row center rearguard circle becomes the Astral Plane. And you can take an Astral Plane marker from your marker pile, wherever you put it, there. And from that point onwards, you can call Valkyrian to said Astral Plane. Now, Valkyrian is a grade 5 with 70,000 power. And he's part of your main deck, so you have to draw into him or something like that. You cannot ride him, and if he is placed when not on an Astral Plane, he just automatically retires. So he has to be placed on an Astral Plane. And as you can see, the Astral Plane is like this kind of field spell looking thing. Essentially, you hit your 5 markers. You get the Astral Plane marker from your gift marker pile or whatever. You put it on the circle behind your Vanguard, and now you can call that grade 5 on top of that, and it can attack. Units on the Astral Plane can attack. That means Genesis, for example, has their 3 typical attacks, but they also now have an attack of 70,000 from said back row. So that's gonna be pretty big, I would say. Now, people may say, oh, 5, that's a lot. But remember, this first grade 3 already makes 2 when he's placed on V. And if you have another one in hand, that's 3 already. And then next turn, you ride again and you're there. And we don't know what other cards will do. Maybe other cards will go even more crazy. I wouldn't be surprised if this Astral Plane thing gets faster and faster. And I feel like going first is just gonna get even better. Like right now in Standard, we're at a point where going first is just an insane advantage. The only deck that doesn't get hella advantage from it is Royal Paladin, because Gancelot does require your opponent to be on grade 3, but even then they're like a solid rush on grade 2, so they don't particularly care that much. You just get so much advantage from that, and now that your best mechanic is tied behind your ride, because you ride, you create your marker, and then you can start calling more stuff to create even more markers. Sure, you may not be able to make an Astral Plane when you first ride grade 3, but the person to second ride it will very likely have it, and so getting there first will just be everything. So grade stuck is now even worse, and the dice roll will decide a lot. We'll see how this turns out, of course. This is just like my speculation, but from what I'm seeing right now, that could be an issue. However, Astral Plane is only for Genesis. However, I do believe that every clan will get their own plane. So, because it makes no sense that Valkyrian, a Cray Elemental, which can be used in every clan, but can only be placed on a plane, or well, Astral Plane they say right now, it'd be weird if other clans don't get that. So Valkyrian being a Cray Elemental, maybe Great Nature will have a Forest Plane, Aqua Force will have a Marine Plane, and that way every single clan will have access to these planes. That's at least what I'm seeing, what I'm guessing. Now, interestingly enough, this grade 5 and the Astral Plane both say secret on the place where their ability should be. So not only is Valkyrian a grade 5, 70,000 power massive attacker, he may also have some busted skill. And so not only is Astral Plane basically an Excel circle, it may also have some skill. We don't know that yet, so we'll see how that turns out, but overall it sounds very, very strong. Now, we also know that Shin is getting his own trial deck. It releases in September 27th. It includes the Valkyrian Cray Elemental. It also has the Astral Plane marker, and there's 4 holos. So releases September 27th in Japan, meaning we will probably have it in October or November. We'll see about that. We also know about a booster coming out October 11th featuring Genesis, Nova Grappler, Nubatama, and Angel Feather. So overall, some underdogs in there. Like, okay, Nova Grappler pretty popular, but the 3 other ones tend to be underdogs, rogue kind of strategies, because not many people are massive fans of them. Obviously, there are the few like super hype fans, but this is interesting because I like that these are getting support. I like that it's just not another booster of Royal Paladin, Kagero, Shadow Paladin, or something like that. So that's really cool. Now, for the complete product schedule, essentially like we said, so September, Genesis. October, the booster with Genesis, Nova Grappler, Nubatama, and Angel Feather. Then in November, we have a Great Nature, Gold Paladin, Neo Nectar booster. So this is the antagonist team, let's say, getting their own booster, meaning in December is when I get my Great Natures. Then in December, we have a Bermuda set. Remember when the overly busted support of Bermuda came out and people said, oh, it's okay because they only get support once a year? Well, that's out of the window. They get more support. They get twice a year, it seems now. Obviously, maybe they get nothing in 2020. We don't know that. But so far, it looks like they'll be getting twice a year. So yeah, maybe that is busted as hell. And then maybe Worlds will just be 100% Bermuda. The WGP will definitely be Bermuda. Of course, if it's good. If it's not good, then it won't be. It's always interesting to see which sets come out right before Worlds, because that may indicate what we will see there. Then we have in January the set of Shadow Paladin, Narukami, and Aqua Force. So that's gonna be my set, not Narukami, sorry, but Shadow Paladin and Aqua Force is gonna be my set. And then in February, we are getting an extra booster of Gear Chronicle and 2 others. So they haven't announced what that will be. I'm not sure what it could be. Basically, maybe the class they skipped in the past year, in the past 6 months maybe. So the Bermuda set will feature Riviere, Pacifica, Coral, and Colorful Pastoral as well. But so we are getting those older units from GN before in V now. So finally, people will be able to mesh their old support with the new in Premium. They'll be able to build a Riviere Premium deck with the V cards and also the G cards and so forth. So that's cool to see. So that is basically all. Overall, I'm hyped to just see more Great Nature support. That is all for today. Hope you found this interesting. If you did, please subscribe to the Solemn Vanguard channel and click the bell button to stay up to date. Like the video if you liked the video, and let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. I will see you soon. Ciao.